Me versus me, Eala on staying focused amid a cheering crowd. There may be thousands in the stands and just one opponent across the court, but for Eala, the toughest battle is against herself. Advertisement. Eala has already secured 2 wins at the Philippine Women's Open at the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex, playing in front of a capacity crowd. While she faced challenging moments, particularly in the opening set of her match against Jimeno Sacitsum on Wednesday, the Filipina ace said the hometown support gave her a boost. Even so, her attention remains on her own game. I think it definitely helped, Eala said of the crowd. People were excited, but when I'm in those moments, I'm really just alone on the court. It's me versus me, she added, and I'm happy that I was able to step up to the occasion. Eala eventually defeated Sacitsum, 6-4, 6-0. The Filipina tennis ace also said she is not feeling any added pressure, even as local interest in the WTA 125 event continues to grow. No, I think I feel great. I'm in a good space right now, she said. It feels good to have those 2 wins here at home, especially with this being the first edition of the WTA here. But the expectations are still the same, my goals are still the same, which is to do my best in the next match. Eala will look to do just that when she faces Colombia's Camila Osorio in the quarterfinals on Thursday. It has texture. It rises and falls like a tide, swelling when a point is won, dipping when a rally slips away. Sometimes it's a roar that shakes the court. Sometimes it's a single voice cutting through everything. My name, stretched out, hopeful. People think the hardest part of playing in front of a crowd is the pressure of expectation. They're not wrong. But they're not quite right either. The real match is quieter. It's me versus me. When I walk onto the court, I bring 2 versions of myself with me. One is the athlete everyone sees, the one with the racket, the footwork, the plan. The other is invisible but louder. She's the one who feels everything. The nerves, the excitement, the fear of missing, the urge to rush, the temptation to listen to the crowd instead of the ball. The crowd cheers for the first version. The second one? That's the opponent. Growing up, I learned early that focus isn't the absence of distraction. It's the decision of what deserves my attention. In junior tournaments, the stands were smaller, the noise lighter. But even then, my mind could turn a whisper into a shout. One missed forehand could echo for an entire game. One double fault could replay itself 3 points later. As the stages got bigger, so did the volume. Inside the stadium and inside my head. People ask me what it feels like to have fans cheering your name. The honest answer? It's beautiful. It's humbling. And it's dangerous, if you let it be. Because applause can pull you forward too fast. It can make you want to win the point for them instead of playing it for yourself. And the moment you start performing instead of competing, your timing slips. Your decisions get louder, not clearer. That's when me versus me really begins. There's a version of me that wants to rush the point, to go for too much because the crowd is on its feet. She thinks bravery means hitting harder, faster, closer to the lines. Another version of me knows that courage sometimes looks boring. One more heavy ball, one more rally, one more breath before the serve. The crowd can't tell the difference. But I can. In those moments, I shrink my world. The court becomes smaller. The match becomes simpler. I don't think about the scoreline or the expectations or what this win, or loss, might mean tomorrow. I think about my feet, the sound of the ball on the strings, the feel of the grip in my hand. I remind myself, this point doesn't know the crowd exists. Staying focused isn't about shutting everything out. That's impossible. You hear the cheers. You feel the energy. What matters is what you do after you notice it. Do you chase it? Or do you let it pass through you? Like wind, without changing your direction? Some of my toughest battles haven't been against the player across the net. They've been against impatience, against self-doubt, against the voice that says, you should be better than this by now. That voice can be louder than any stadium. But I've learned something, that voice doesn't need to be silenced. It needs to be answered. When doubt shows up, I don't argue with it. I don't panic. I acknowledge it, then return to what I can control. My preparation, my effort, my commitment to the point in front of me. Focus is built point by point, just like a match. There are days when the crowd lifts me, when the energy feels like an extra pair of legs. There are days when it tests me, when every cheer feels like a reminder of what's at stake. On both days, the challenge is the same: to stay present, not perfect. Because perfection is loud. Presence is quiet. At the highest level, everyone can hit the ball. What separates players is who can stay with themselves when everything else tries to pull them away. Who can reset after a bad game. Who can trust their work when the moment feels bigger than them. For me, that's what me versus me means. It's choosing discipline over drama. Patience over panic. It's understanding that confidence isn't always feeling fearless. It's playing well even when fear is sitting in the front row. When the match ends and the crowd fades, that inner battle doesn't disappear. It follows me to practice, to training sessions, to quiet moments of reflection. And that's okay. Because every time I show up and choose focus, I win something, even if the scoreboard says otherwise. The crowd will cheer. The pressure will come. The expectations will rise. But at the center of it all, it will always come back to the same question. Can I stay true to my game when the world is watching? That's the match I play every day. And that's the one that matters most.